Hello. Back in effect. How's that? Yeah. Malcolm Lovejoy, my Master Supreme, Adam Stewart. Hello. Life ebbs and it flows. Life comes and it goes. You know. So, something's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to go watch Dark Phoenix. And something else is going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to like Dark Phoenix. I already know it's going to be better than the critics say. I don't believe that's nearly as bad as what Rotten Tomatoes says. It's what, at 22% on Rotten Tomatoes? It's ridiculous. 22%. But the thing is, if you read the good reviews, the people that big it up, they're like, this is like a good B+ movie. 70%, 75%, some people are rating it as. Those are the people who are comic book fans. Those are the people who are X-Men fans. Those are the people who've been following this franchise for the 20 years that it has been out. A lot of these people who jump on the bandwagon of hate, I find like once the word gets out that some other critics say that they don't like a movie or say they do like a movie, for certain movies and certain genres, especially black movies, certain critics will never slander a black movie and also never understand it, but also just follow along the crowd and say, oh, this movie is magnificent, even if they're not seeing it on the levels that the movie exists upon. But they just never want to be seen as slandering a movie that everybody else is bigging up. Like Moonlight or Selma or... I mean, those are good movies. Those are very, very good movies. They're great. But I'm just saying, certain critics wouldn't go out of their way to be critical about them because other critics are not. 12 Years a Slave, things like that. Like, I'm not even saying that there's much to criticize, but there are things. There's something that can be criticized in every single movie on the planet. Very few movies are 100% perfect and beyond criticism. Come on now. Let's get serious. I'm a big movie fan and I'm an optimist, but every single movie, I watch every movie and every piece of trash movie I watch because I believe that there's at least one good line of dialogue worth hearing in every single film, no matter how bad it is. But oppositely, even the best movie in the fucking world has a moment of shitty editing, shitty pacing, shitty acting, shitty plotting, something, just a little. So, that being said, let's get back to X-Men Dark Phoenix, because I know it's going to be way better than what these critics say. People are like, oh, this is the worst X-Men movie of all time. Yeah, right. There's no way in the universe. No way that it's worse than Wolverine Origins. Come on. We know it's not. You know it's not. I know it's not. So, people are just haters. They like, oh, it got pushed back twice since... first, it got pushed to February from its original date of November of last year. So, it got pushed back twice, and that rarely happens to movies. But that doesn't mean that a movie's bad just because it got pushed back. People know about the reshoots. One thing I'd like to point out, though, is the reshoots that happened for X-Men, for Dark Phoenix, apparently, I'm happy, kind of. I mean, I'm happy, but there's two sides to it. Because, people were like, X-Men in space, this is what we wanted. We wanted the X-Men finally to go to space and kind of do what the Shi'ar were doing in the comics, but well, and also in the cartoon. But X-Men are intergalactic, mystical, great superheroes, just earthbound superheroes. But so they've never really gone into space in the movies. This time in Dark, they were supposed to. But why did that not happen? Because apparently Captain Marvel also had its grand finale in space. So they're like, we think that the ending of Dark Phoenix is too much like Captain Marvel. So thank God they reshot it. But people knew about the reshoots, and people were like, oh my God, they're changing the end of Dark Phoenix. It has to suck. And now it's just on a train. How boring. But it's like, one, it's a metal train. Magneto's there, so that can't be that boring. And two, what the fuck? How do you even know it's whack? You don't know shit yet. You ain't seen shit yet. So, I'm not saying it's whack. I don't doubt it. I believe that it could be fresh. And I'm really excited to go see the movie. Like, I don't know too much about it, but I've been really jonesing on some of the information. I'm really happy that Magneto goes to Genosha. He gets to create Genosha. Apparently Beast is the one that switches sides in this one, which is kind of interesting. Beast has never done that. But also, we also know the person who dies in this. Like, everybody knows. We all know Mystique dies. Like, I've never seen a trailer basically confess certain information so blatantly. They're like, oh, we're not gonna say that she's dead. We're just gonna, like, infer it very heavily. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be happy to see it. It's an X-Men movie. All my real X-Men fans out there, you all know. People don't get it. What is it? What is it just regular people? I think it's people who don't understand the mutant metaphor. They don't live a life where oppression or... I mean, I'm not saying that you're not like you have to be oppressed to enjoy an X-Men movie. But, I mean, certain people, like to appreciate the metaphor and the parallel, you kind of have to... You need something for it to click. You need to, like, you either need to love the comics or you need to have, I don't know, live in a fucking wheelchair like Professor X or fucking, you know, like, I don't know. You need something to just bond you to the concept of mutant kind and the downtrodden and the oppressed and those who are seen as the other. Like, do you not relate to those? Those people are outcasts. Those people have gifts. Those people have wisdom. And what's not to enjoy in Storm and Psylocke and Colossus and Beast and Cyclops and Wolverine, Jean Grey? You don't see anything. You know what? You need Kitty Pryde. What's the deal? You need Rogue. What's up? Gambit. Any of them? Bishop? Cool. Yeah. Anything working here? Magneto? Oh. Shit, I don't know. I think they're all pretty amazing in their own way, and I find metaphors and parallels with all of them. So, I'm just going to be happy to see the movie tomorrow. I don't care how bad the reviews are. I don't care. See, I wanted to make a parallel to another movie before we went, because I sadly don't think that this would be great, but I don't think it's going to be another one of these situations. But last October, when Venom came out, Venom comes out, gets savaged on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it had a worse review on Rotten Tomatoes. It was like 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. It came out 2 weeks before Halloween. It was another Spider-Man spin-off franchise. It was rated PG, and there was not a fucking drop of blood in the entire movie. And at least 2 people get their heads chopped off by Venom. So, no blood. Like, no blood? What? It is nonsensical. The movie is laughed at by critics. Just savaged. What happened? First weekend, what did it make? $82 million? $85 million the first weekend, one of the biggest October openings of all time. And then it goes on to make, what, $800, $900 million? Like, Venom was a massive hit for Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was... he was so good in it. He was good. Oh my God, when he dived into the fish tank. I love that part. It was great. So, I'm saying that to say, Venom got savaged by the critics, but it still went on to make $900 million. Now, Dark Phoenix is getting savaged by the critics. I don't think it's going to go on to make $900 million. I wish it did. I wish that this final X-Men movie in the saga was going to go out with a bang instead of a poof or a bamf. It's like a Nightcrawler evaporation. But the thing is, like, I don't care. It's X-Men. It's fucking awesome. So all the critics and the haters who don't understand it and are like going out of their way to slander this way further than they need to, I hope you're happy by being corny. Like, there's no point to calling a good movie horrific. Like, your criticisms just lose validation and credibility. I don't like certain artists and musicians, but I still don't take away from the core talent that they do possess. Like, I'm not a humongous fan of Beyonce. I don't think Beyonce is the best singer or dancer out there. But I'm not going to say that Beyonce is not entertaining or that she's not talented. That would be ridiculous just because I'm not a fan of her and I don't put her as number one. She's very fucking talented. Quite. I'm just not particularly a fan of what she displays. Now, isn't it easy to be like, you know what? Dark Phoenix is a good, decent movie. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, but it's better than X-Men Apocalypse, which some people are saying, people who have the balanced criticism of not listening to the reshoot talk. They're like, oh, it's better than Apocalypse, and it's better than X-Men Origins, and, you know, maybe not as good as First Class or Days of Future Past, but it's not that bad. And to those people, I say peace. I love you. So yeah, I'm about to go see it tomorrow, real early. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna shed a tear. That's when I know a comic book movie is good. Oh, so beautiful. Look at it. Look at the use of power. Look at the sacrifice. Look at the camaraderie. Oh my God. Look at the genius, the innovation. Oh, look at the imagination. It's so brilliant. Oh. I love me some comic book movies. So we're all superheroes on the inside. We all have a kryptonite. We all have a magical purpose on this planet. So yeah. Peace to those who made X-Men Dark Phoenix. Peace to Simon Kinberg. Yo, dog. Yo, this is some bullshit. I hope they paid you well. I hope you're just resting comfortably on a big pile of money. And fuck these rigs. Fuck the critics. I'm going to go see the movie tomorrow. I'm going to be happy. I hope you're happy too. Sophie Turner, I don't know how good of an actress you are in this, but I'm going to find out. And I'm excited. Yeah. My name is Mindbender Supreme. And I am an X-Man.